guys, welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, for being subscribed. If you're not, hit the button, and if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like button. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into this conversation. I thought this was interesting because funkydineva been subscribed to his YouTube channel for years, and in actuality, when he started reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, it wasn't he didn't start out the first episode reviewing it. He actually said someone else told him about it, and then he checked it out and decided to start reviewing it. And I was like, oh, this is cool, because I started watching his channel based off of the reality show reviews. That's what got me, pulled into his YouTube channel in the first place. So I remember all of the reviews, and I remember him interviewing Melody. And I also remember not long ago, it wasn't yesterday, but I remember when he came out, this was after some stuff happened with a blogger that was saying that he, oh, sorry, I'm laughing because it was like, oh Lord. But this blogger was saying that funkydineva and Wanda was trying to take their life, whatever, and he came out and he responded to it, and he was like, I'm done with this show. The show is too toxic. I can't deal with this. I'm over it, and whatever and whatnot, right? So I remember all of those things. I'm prefacing all of this because not extremely long ago, he came out because he made a statement about Melody, and basically he was saying that he doesn't get down with Melody, he doesn't rock with Melody, and I think he was saying something along the lines of he felt like Melody was trying to, in her words, Tisha's words, trying to destroy her marriage, which is just ridiculous. But I talked about that a little bit, and I said, well, look, I don't agree with him, but that's his opinion, and if he doesn't like somebody, he has the right to not like them. But it was a bit weird to me, not saying that he had to be buddy or friends with Melody, but I remember he interviewed Melody on his YouTube channel. I did watch that. And I also remember when he talked about Hotel reaching out to him, because while he was doing the interview with Melody, he was reaching out to funkydineva during that time, because he mentioned it in the interview at that time. And I just remember back then, that was years ago, but I remember back then saying, what is wrong with this dude? Like, really? And then I think not long after that was when Hotel did an interview with Dr. Heavenly. I did not watch that interview. But yeah, anyway, I'm prefacing all of that because funkydineva has come out to make some statements about this interview that Hotel just recently did with Tasha K. And he was letting the people know that, yeah, Hotel had reached out to him and was wanting to have him interview. And listen, this all is just so much confirmation of how he was trying to do his best to take the focus off of the live podcast tour that Carlos King was doing, where Melody was going to be the first guest on his stop in Huntsville, because he's going to be, I guess, touring several cities across the country, and this was his first stop. And because he was pissed at Carlos as well as Melody, of course, he's always pissed at Melody, he was trying to take some shine off of that, because let's just be honest, most of us cannot stand him. I can't. And I am also one of those people where I feel like if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to watch them. I'm not going to go and follow their stuff. And I don't technically, but because of everything that's involved, it's the only reason why I have been watching things, because it's not just about him. It is, even though he's not married to her anymore, it is about Melody, because they have these 4 children that they will always and forever be connected by. So it is about the children. It is very hard to see and know that this loose cannon is out here just pretty much a danger to Melody, and by proxy, I feel like to the children, even though some people want to say, oh, he's such a great father, he loves his children, that's the one thing you can't take away from him. I can, because anyone with real, true, genuine love doesn't do things like that. So he has been doing his best to just try to bash this woman, and he wanted to try to go to a large platform that he knows it's going to get him more eyes, more traction. And in his idiotic pea brain, he really feels that he can actually sway some people. He's not swaying anyone that already knows who he is. And apparently he wasn't able to sway Funky Dineva, even though Funky Dineva said that Melody isn't really his type of chick. His words. So let's just go ahead and get into what he had to say.
Drink. All right. Martell over there doing the interviews with Tasha K. Now, granted, I have not watched any of the interviews. Some of y'all in the comments right now saying he's going live. I'll say this. About a week and a half ago, Martell was blowing my phone up. And I imagine he was calling me and Tasha K at the same time. And when Love and Marriage Huntsville first came out, I was in contact with Martell. He wanted to do an interview. So I spoke to him in the beginning. And the reason why I ended up not doing an interview with him, because I could tell the only thing he was interested in was a platform for him to destroy Melody. And I was like, don't get me wrong. I'm going to give you an opportunity to say everything that you want to say, but I need to ask you all the questions about Ariane and cheating and this. And he seemed to only have been interested in bashing Mel. I really wasn't feeling that, so it didn't happen. Okay, when he got with Sheree, same situation. Called me again. We had a conversation. I could tell by his tone, really wasn't interested. Oh, he called himself, he got mad with me that time when I said he was homophobic because he didn't want the gay uncle to watch them children. And he called me and had an issue, and he tried to dress it up as if he don't have a problem with the man being gay. He don't want no men watching his children. I'm like, but that's not just some man. That's their uncle. I watch my sister's children all the time. When I go to camp, I throw my sister's children in the van and we go do fun things. That's not just some man. That's their uncle. Okay, got through that. This last time he was calling me, I didn't even bother answering the phone. He called me like 3 times. I didn't bother answering the phone because I had seen that reunion, the clips on that reunion. I had seen how he looked on that reunion, and I could tell that all he was calling to do was bash Mel. Now, I saw on Instagram just a small snippet of the interview that he's doing with Tasha K or whatever it is, and it was giving damaging.
Listen, I'm going to pause it right there for a minute, but yeah, I don't disagree with anything that he said thus far. He absolutely is right when he said that the clip that he saw, it was like, it was showing it was damaging for him. And that's exactly what I said. All this is doing is it's just building up to his further demise. And honestly, we're here for it. Nobody's here that knows the truth about him is here to say, stop, don't go any further. Hotel, what are you doing? This isn't good for you. Because one, he's not going to listen to anything that anyone has to say. But also, it's just the fact that he is like Funky Dineva said, and I said, he's just wanting to try to destroy his ex-wife because he's mad. And what a stalker. He kept calling Funky Dineva, kept trying to get what is your, who are you? Like, really, who are you? That you feel that you're so important that you have to keep calling to get through because it's something that you want. What an opportunist. What a stalker. He is absolutely disgusting.
The way the clips are cut, he's asking her, when did you suck dick? And she said 3 years ago. Now, granted, that 3 years ago, it could be cut and pasted audio. I do not know. There's a piece in there where he says he was never abusive to her. And he's showing some video clips of her, damaging some stuff and hitting him with a broomstick or something like that. Here's my thing, Martell. No one cares. It's just like the Keke Palmer situation with her sons. No one cares. No one is believing whatsoever that Mel was cheating simultaneously while you were. No one is believing that.
And that's coming from the person that says he is not even down with Mel and that she's not his type of chick. So I can respect him for saying these things because right is right.
No matter how much you try to push that narrative, Nobody is believing it. And even if we wanted to believe it, so what? You had a whole baby on that lady. There will never be any amount of dirt that you can sling on Melody to better your image with the people. The only thing you can do at this point, Martell, is be an excellent father, an excellent co-parent, and develop a friendship with Mel. That is the only thing that you can do to win us over.
And it'll never happen because this entity that is, I feel like, demonically influenced is only out for blood and destruction, not to repent, not to rebuild, not to repair, not to try to forge a friendship for the sake of the children so that they can move forward and have peace. No, absolutely not. So while what funkydineva is saying is commendable, that's something that we can relay to someone that is normal. Martellholt, Arion's baby wipe, is far from normal. Period.
That's the only thing. You fumbled that lady. And you want her back so bad. You want her attention so bad. And I'm going to tell you something. I feel bad for both of them. And I'm going to tell you why. When I'm done with something or I'm done with somebody, I'm done. I could not imagine being enthralled in a love-hate back and forth with somebody for this many years. And unfortunately, they have children, and I'm sure him and her both use those children as pawns and leverage to make the other one mad. They can't just cut each other off. But it's like, Martell, read the room. We in the Black community, just a few years ago, we learned the word narcissism and narcissist, and I swear we overuse it now and call everybody a narcissist. But Martellholt is a classic case narcissist.
And 100%. And I do agree the word is overused, but I can say for myself, he is the only one that I have called that because he does exhibit all of the signs. All of them.
Is a classic case narcissist. And let me see. Wilhelmina says Melody is not innocent. I don't think that she's innocent. It takes two to tango, but I don't think she cheated. And even if she did, she did it in response to his ass.
Now listen, again, coming from the mouth of someone who says that he doesn't care for Mel. So you can't fault him here. I love when people exhibit integrity and are not operating in their emotions and feelings just because they don't really care for somebody. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And I don't care what people say about, oh, well, cheating is cheating. And if she was married and with somebody else, even if they were separated. Listen, I get all of that. And it can definitely be messy when someone chooses to indulge in things with other people that they're not married to when they are separated. If there is a chance that you're going to get back together and the divorce is not final, because people can choose to call off the divorce and try to make things work. That can happen. But even if it did, with this person, with this monster, like funkydineva said, and I agree, nobody even cares. And some people would say, well, I may not condone it. It may not be right for my life. But I understand her because I couldn't understand being with somebody like him. It's honestly like she was trapped in something for so many years that she tried to make work with a monster that she was seeing as a human being.
And even if she did cheat, she cheat the way Marceau do, the way it don't come to the front door. Okay?
No, did you catch that? He said even if she did, she cheat the way Marceau do, where it ain't coming to the front door. So, listen, I know this is not about Marceau and Tisha, but he said on a number of occasions that he absolutely believes that Marceau has cheated. So, but who really cares? Because Tisha knows it too.
He went and had a whole baby on that lady. Had that girl laughing at that lady. Don't do that. Don't embarrass me in public. Do not do that.
All right, so I'm going to stop it right there because that's absolutely the truth. I commend him for coming out and speaking on it. And he could have just chosen to not say anything about the situation at all, because I know he had a falling out with Tasha K because he said that they were friends. I don't believe Tasha K did anything wrong in that situation, but this isn't about that. But I'm just saying, he could have chosen to not speak on it at all because it's like, well, I don't want to get involved because hotel's messy. I'm not dealing with Tasha K anymore. I'm just going to leave it alone and let it be what it be and let it do what it do. So I was here for it. So I said kudos to funkydineva for speaking what I would say is the truth in this situation. He did not do himself any favors by coming out here and doing that because, like funkydineva said, he felt like the only reason why he wanted him to interview him was to bash Melody, and that's exactly what it was. It was not about exposing the truth. It is to get the eyes on some content that some people may be a little bit shocked by or whatever, or to try to paint her in this light that is negative to some people who only see her in the positive things that she's doing or sharing on her social media and everything like that. So people are going to believe what they want to believe, but I was down for funkydineva speaking on this because what he said made a lot of sense, and I absolutely agree with him 100%. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until the next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.